A recent murder here in Lubbock is being mourned here on campus and bringing up questions about safety among one group of Red Raiders coming up. MCTV's Patricia Perry has details on how the university is responding to the incident.
Valentine's Day has come and gone, but not everyone has had a special someone to celebrate with this year. Find out how some on-campus leaders came up with a fun alternative to the Day of Love for some campus residents.
And the men's and women's basketball teams were back in action, both taking on top-ranked teams in midweek showdowns. But did either team add another win to their conference records? We'll have highlights, scores, and a preview of the start of baseball season in sports.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Delaney Mooney.
And I'm Crayton.
Over the weekend, the local LGBTQIA community lost a loved one. On Saturday morning, Lubbock Fire and Rescue responded to a storage unit on fire in the 2700 block of North Frankfort Avenue. After the fire was out, 21-year-old Cypress Ramos' body was found in the debris. A suspect in Ramos' death was later identified as 32-year-old Alan Montemayor. He was booked into the Lubbock County Detention Center and charged with murder. Even though police are still investigating, the incident has raised concerns over the safety of members of the LGBT community here on campus.
All of the folks that we've lost, they had lives, they had hopes and dreams.
There aren't just a few that lost their lives. Chow says in 2021, at least 55 individuals were killed by anti-transgender violence. It was known to be one of the deadliest years.
It very much is an epidemic of violence against the LGBT community.
Chow says the LGBTQIA community fears to be true to who they are because of the hate they face. The Office of LGBTQIA on campus focuses on educating the public and hopes to combat this violence.
Letting people learn more about LGBT identities and experiences.
Chow says they hope that by educating others, they will be able to come together more and realize a lot of what the LGBTQIA community struggles with, everyone does.
To recognize the ways in which, regardless of how you identify, we all have experiences navigating gender, navigating sexuality, navigating safety in our communities.
Chow shares on the Texas Tech campus they have tons of resources for anyone that may need someone to talk to.
We are here to listen, we are here to support.
Texas Tech University is reminding anyone needing assistance, resources, or support to heal from difficult times to reach out, and they stand ready to help. For MCTV, I'm Patricia Perry.
In other news, February is Black History Month, and the Texas Tech campus is hosting several events to help bring awareness to members of the African American community who have had an impact on our world. Tech's Residence Hall Association is offering a unique way for the university community to learn about influential Black figures through a Black History Month gallery walk at the Sub. The exhibit is set up in the courtyard right outside the entrance of the Allen Theater. It features several posters with biographies of famous Black artists, musicians, and other influential figures. Attendees also have the chance to fill out a survey for the chance to win Comfort Colors pullover. The Black History Month Gallery Walk will remain on display through tomorrow. Also tomorrow, the Honors College is hosting a Friday lunch discussion in the Canyon Room at the College of Human Sciences. The discussion topic is celebrating Black history, and the event will feature a free lunch for all attendees. Tomorrow's discussion is scheduled to start at noon, and it's open to the campus community.
On Monday, Valentine's Day was celebrated around the country, including here on Tech campus. But if the day of romance wasn't in the cards for you, this year, one group gave some on-campus residents an alternative option to enjoy each other's company. Last night, a Valentines Day celebration was held in the Wall Gates Residence Hall lobby. Students who live in the dorm were invited to enjoy candygrams, crafts, activities, and free food. The event was held from 6 to 8 p.m. and it was hosted by community advisors from Wall Gates as a part of their February Active program.
It's ways for them to engage, get outside of their rooms, hopefully meet some other people, get to know their CAs, and it's a way we like to see some more involvement on campus.
Wednesday night's event was not only a fun option for students, but it was also an opportunity for attendees to learn about Title IX and how it affects the entire campus.
With our program, we try to combine information on Title IX and also various resources across campus, such as RISE or the Student Counseling Office, as well as the Title IX office, and pair that with activities, so we'll still get some good turnout, some good engagement, and residents can still get that education.
Residence Hall active programs are held at least once a month in each of the on-campus dorms. If you live on campus and would like to find out about future activities and events, you can check out the Residence Halls Association's social media pages by searching for TTU RHA on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Up until today, the South Plains was experiencing the warmest week of the year so far, with highs in the 70s on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Unfortunately, gusty winds have also been in the forecast all week.
That's true, Delaney. And overnight, those winds brought in a cold front that has dropped temperatures by more than 30 degrees. So will the cooler temperatures stick around as we head into the weekend? Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. The MCTV Tower Cam has begun showing partly cloudy skies today, but luckily, there's not been as much dust in the air as in the last few days. Wind speeds have still been high this afternoon, with gusts reaching near 40 miles per hour, but it looks like we may finally see some relief from the wind as we head into the evening. Tonight, wind speed should stay around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but temperatures will be much cooler with lows back into the 20s. Tomorrow, the sun will make a return and temperatures should be a bit warmer. We may even reach 60 degrees before sunset. The wind should also be much less of a factor, with speed staying under 20 miles per hour. The warm-up will continue as we head into the weekend. With highs returning into the mid-60s, winds may even become breezy that afternoon. But there will be lots of sunshine, making for a mild winter day. And on Sunday, we'll climb back into the 70s with more sunshine, but also a return of even higher winds. Looking ahead, the final week of February looks to be starting off with even more wind, followed by a huge drop in temperatures that could lead to lows in the single digits by midweek.
The Texas Tech men's basketball team was back in action again last night in another top 25 match in front of a home crowd. The Red Raiders welcomed number 7 ranked Baylor to town in the first rematch between the teams since Tech knocked the Bears out of the number 1 spot back in January. The Red Raiders started off quick and kept things close through most of the first half, but with 5 minutes left until halftime, the Bears hit a 3-pointer and a series of free throws to pull ahead and extend the lead to 7 at the buzzer. In the second half, Tech started off with a 3-pointer by Terrence Shannon Jr., and that set the tone for the Red Raiders. The Red Raiders eventually pulled ahead at the 15-minute mark and never looked back. Tech knocked off the Bears 83-73. Senior Kevin O'Banner had a huge night with 23 points and 12 rebounds. Bryson Williams followed with 17 points and 4 rebounds, and Adonis Arms had 15 with 7 rebounds. Next up, the Red Raiders head to Austin for what might be the second most anticipated game on the calendar, behind Chris Beard's return to Lubbock 2 weeks ago. Texas Tech will meet up with the number 20 Texas Longhorns at 11:30 a.m. this Saturday at the Irwin Center. If you're not planning to make the trip to Austin, you can catch all the action on ABC.
The Lady Raider basketball team has had a tough season so far, winning only 2 games since the conference season started back on January 2nd. Last night, the team was in Norman, Oklahoma, with hopes of ending a 7-game losing streak against the number 15 ranked Sooners. Tech started off strong, putting up 8 unanswered points before the Sooners could even get on the board. The Lady Raiders led the entire first quarter and headed into the second with a 6-point lead. But from there, the Sooners made things interesting, eventually leading to a 37-37 tie at halftime. After the break, the Lady Raiders came out strong and ended the third quarter with a 3-point lead. After that, the Sooners never led again, as Tech finally got back into the win column with a 97-87 win over another top 25 ranked team. The Lady Raiders were carried by senior star Vivian Gray, who had 35 points on the night. Gray also scored her 2,000th point in her division career in the fourth quarter. Gray becomes the only 4th Lady Raider to reach 2,000th point mark. Last night's win also marked the 3rd victory against a top 25 ranked team this season. In fact, Tech's only wins in Big 12 play have only been against ranked opponents. The Lady Raiders will return home this weekend to face Kansas on Saturday for the annual Play for K Pink Game, benefiting Williams Cancer Research. This weekend's start time is scheduled for 2 p.m. with TV coverage on Big 12 now on ESPN+.
The Texas Tech softball team had a great start last weekend as they won 3 out of 4 games in the Houston Invitational. The team is hoping to improve their record as they face off against 6 different teams in Florida between now and the end of the weekend. The Red Raiders' first matchup was scheduled for 11:30 this morning against Auburn in the St. Pete Clearwater Elite Invitational. Unfortunately, Tech's run in this weekend's tournament started out with a loss, with the team dropping the opener 1-7 to the Tigers. The team didn't get much of a break as their next game is already underway against Clemson, but that will wrap up today's action. Tomorrow, Tech starts off early with a 9:30 a.m. first pitch against Northwestern. They'll finish off Friday's lineup against the University of Central Florida at 5 p.m. From there, the team will get a bit more rest as they face Washington on Saturday afternoon, but they'll end the tournament with one of their earliest starts of the season as they face LSU at 8 a.m. Sunday morning. All of this weekend's action will be available through ESPN, with Friday and Saturday's games on ESPN Plus and Sunday Showdown on the SEC Network.
It may be hard to believe, but the beginning of the college baseball season is only one day away. For the second year, the nationally ranked Texas Tech baseball team will start the year under the big league lights in Arlington. The Red Raiders scheduled to meet up with Michigan at the Globe Life Field tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in the State Farm College Baseball Showdown. The Red Raiders start the season nationally ranked in all of the major preseason polls, with their highest ranking listed at number 4. The team's second matchup will be against Auburn on Saturday at 3 p.m. Tech then finishes out the weekend against another nationally ranked team as they take on Arizona on Sunday afternoon. Both the Red Raiders and Wildcats lost out in the Super Regionals last year, and both are expected to make another extended run into the postseason in 2022. First pitch is Sunday, scheduled for 2:30 p.m.
So Noah, can you believe that baseball season is starting this week?
I'm pretty excited for it, and I can't wait to see what they're going to pull today.
That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.